Friends, we have a sleeper hit on our hands with the Titan Army P2510S, a 24.5 Fast IPS Quad HD 240hz gaming monitor with 98% of the DCI-P3 color coverage or 126% of the sRGB. Seriously, this monitor may surprise you. From console gaming to that awesome 240hz glory on PC, there's nothing this monitor can't handle. As soon as you start playing your favorite games, especially first-person shooters, I'm pretty sure you're gonna love this monitor. We'll be covering console support on the PlayStation 5 Pro, that UFO test, a brightness test, a rundown of the monitor menu, and the unboxing, showcasing all that's included with this monitor package, and of course a variety of games and scenes to help you make that awesome buying decision. Today I have a review on the Titan Army P2510S, an awesome Fast IPS 24.5 Quad HD 240hz gaming monitor, and I believe a sleeper hit in this 24.5 size for your eSports or FPS gaming. This scene says it all. This dynamic wallpaper is in Wallpaper Engine, and when I put it up on screen, I really was surprised on how good this monitor looks. You can see the fire coming out of the gun, all the reds on scene. This monitor handles it easily. This is a very difficult scene, I'd say. And actually, this was my first wallpaper I actually put. And just by seeing this, I knew it was going to be a good monitor. I mean, at 24.5 inches, at 1440p, yes, the image is very crisp. It's crystal clear. And with this Fast IPS panel, no smear or trails like other VA or HVA monitors. Though this monitor has 0 local dimming zones, the Fast IPS panel still has that contrasty look. You can see here by the fireplace. This is an above average Fast IPS. It still has that contrast, that vivid impact, and the brightness to back it up. Everything's very colorful, and at 240Hz, it's nice to see this size get some love, as I know many of you want that FPS monitor. And the good thing is, you get all this technology at an affordable price. Now, while prices do fluctuate, here on a holiday sale, it's coming in at $239. It kinda looks like the Xiaomi G Pro, but of course, no local dimming zones. That's how good it looks. And you know the Xiaomi's is pretty good. Even on a cursor level, 240Hz is super crispy, super snappy. Here I have selected on the PC, 2560 by 1440 at 240Hz. So for eSports or your first-person shooters, this size is perfect. Playing some Battlefield 2042, I have no complaints. The color was popping. The responsiveness was pinpoint. Here with next-generation consoles, say like the PlayStation 5 Pro, I did want to point this out. Now, while doing the 1440p test, as shown here on screen, yes, this monitor does support HDR, but when we get to the brightness test, I'll show you why it's best to leave it in SDR mode. But regardless, it supports it. 60Hz SDR, HDR, 120Hz HDR. The only thing the monitor is not supporting is VRR. As you can see here by the menu, it says that your TV does not support VRR. So even if I go into the monitor menu and make sure adaptive sync is on, it still does not support VRR. So I just want to point this out. I tested this on the PlayStation 5 Pro, so I would say even on the Xbox, VRR would not work. And also there is no 4K signal acceptance, but you don't need that as this is a 1440p monitor. SDR and HDR is supported. You won't be able to find better at this price point. That 24.5 size gives you that crisp image, and at 240Hz, it's perfect for your eSports or first-person shooters. Now with the brightness test, SDR and HDR modes both cap the monitor at 340 nits. And because this has no local dimming zones, and that color change in HDR mode is a bit drastic, I would say this is a perfect SDR monitor. Leave it in SDR mode, you'll get the maximum impact. Colors look much richer, nicer, and to me a bit more crisp. But what do you expect? You're getting a lot of technology at this price point. Here with the UFO test, 1440p 240Hz, what can I say? Fast IPS is showing itself here. No trail, no overshoot. In standard mode, it looks really nice. Look at those colors. Look at all the blues and the purples here. That's a hard combination, and this monitor is pulling it off. Here with more first-person shooters. Again, no complaints whatsoever. I usually game on a 27 or 32-inch monitor, so seeing 24.5 is pretty nice. I would imagine at this size, you're technically closer to the monitor screen, but it's crystal clear. I mean, just think about it. A couple of years ago, we didn't even have this technology. We just had regular IPS that had a lot of brightness, but not too much contrast, or slow VA. So it's really nice to see technology catch up at affordable prices with these sizes. And I'm really happy that this monitor has that Fast IPS, as IPS right now wouldn't cut it. Now here with Call of Duty Black Ops 6, I do have a lot of ambient light going on. So let's turn off the lights so you can see how this looks in a dark room. The contrast is there. Even though this is a fast IPS with no zones, it looks really good. Let's take a look at some fishes so we can see all the colors that this monitor can provide. Look at all the colors. This monitor has very wide viewing angles. I would say a 3 to 4 person wide monitor. So again, that's another win. Let's see what the monitor menu has. Now in picture mode, you get all your picture presets. Your standard RTS, FPS modes, you can switch them all and select the one that you like the best. Here with picture settings, you have your brightness, contrast, sharpness, gamma, you know all the basics. In game mode, you can select HDR on or off or the picture enhancements, like if you want some more shadow detail. Here on auto settings, you have your volume, auto mute, and the reset. Under I/O settings, you have your input signal, quick boot, customization range, and the system settings with your language, OSD, the transparency. Shadow detail here is covered under shadow balance. And you do have night vision mode that actually elevates the contrast. Let me show you what I'm talking about. By selecting the Sony Vegas trailer, here with night mode enabled, on a very hard to see scene, and as this has no zones, level 1 does elevate the brightness just in that area that's already lit up. So there's level 1 and 2 and auto level 1 and 2. This is something that is a personal preference kind of a thing. You're gonna have to mess around with it to see which one you like, especially if you're playing dark games. But the shadow balance will elevate your shadow detail, but you will lose contrast. So that would be good, let's say with Stalker 2, really dark games. But it's nice to see this monitor have this night vision mode, as this is what I'm talking about with the QD-OLEDs with the MSI versions. This is what their night vision mode does, exactly like this. But of course, it's OLED, so it has a pixel perfect screen that can independently shut off in any single zone. Here's a picture of HDR mode, like I stated earlier, at 340 nits. It doesn't give you that much quality or that brightness overall. So I would say just leave this in SDR mode and you'd be happier. It can do it, and if you need it, it's there. Now here with the unboxing, everything came packaged really well and secured with styrofoam for the monitor. Everything is easy to locate with your DC port, 2 HDMI ports, 2 display ports, and 1 audio jack. You can VESA mount the monitor, and since this is a 24.5 size, there's not that much of a stand. As you can see, it's very short. Seriously, you will need to wall mount this or arm this. It's bare bones is what I'm trying to say. No bells and whistles here, no RGB, just straight up plastic on the back. But it doesn't look bad, but it gets the job done for the price you're paying. Here you can see the bottom of the stand, which is just made of a plastic. And the coating of this monitor is a matte screen, and it's a regular generic matte screen. But because it has a fast IPS panel at 240Hz, it does look very clear in motion when it's turned on. And before we go, I wanted to show you the uniformity of this monitor, as you may be thinking, okay, it's a pretty cool monitor, but what about that uniformity, especially at this price? Guys, this is one of the best monitors I have ever seen with uniformity. I'm just showing you here with a white screen. I didn't see any issues, no banding, no deformations, no dead pixels, no hotspots. The Titan Army P2510S, truly a sleeper hit for 2024. It surprised me, and I'm sure it will surprise many. And if you're looking for that perfect gift for you or your loved ones, at this size, I don't think you're going to be able to find better. Links will be in the description so you can check it out for yourself. Don't forget to take advantage of these holiday prices. And I would say don't pay more than $239.99. So friends, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like button so more people can see it to help them make that awesome buying decision. Consider subscribing if you want more videos just like this one. From news, reviews, gameplay videos, and everything in between. Today I had my review on the Titan Army P2510S, an awesome fast IPS 24.5 Quad HD 240Hz gaming monitor. A sleeper hit for 2024. Thanks for watching, friends. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time.